All right then, hello everybody. It's Quan, and I'm back with another video. I just got finished watching Hiphopgamer and saying that Nintendo refused help from Sony, mocking the 3DS's 2D iteration that they're coming out with for children, saying that Nintendo has repeated the same old methodology in game making for a long time as if no other company does this, and quite frankly refusing to see what Nintendo's going for, and that's asynchronous gameplay without the need of extra equipment outside of what you first purchase. Now, let's cover these points here. First thing he says is that Nintendo keeps repeating the same thing over and over again. Okay, like Call of Duty has not done that. Like Crysis has not done that. Like Infamous has not done that. Adding a few little extra powers here and there, a few weapons here and there, does not change how boring a shooter can be. And let me tell you something. As a guy who's held weapons in real life, mind you, VA card, American Legion card, I get fed up with seeing a gun in my hand. Why would I want to play a game that would bore the hell out of me? You think that just cussing and whatever is going to get your point across? Well, you know what? Let me tell you something. I'm going to do this the right way. When a person plays a game, it is a sense of escapism. Back in the day, centuries ago, when they played chess, yeah, sure, it was an allusion to, protecting the king, etc. and whatnot, and using strategy. But there was no blood and guts involved. They took themselves outside of the realm of actual battle and focused on strategy. Backgammon, same thing. Things existed for centuries. And other types of games, so on and so forth. Even games that are similar to like soccer, which you would find in ancient Aztec cultures, they had something similar to that. I'm not going to say what they used for the ball. You know what I'm saying? They used a rubber ball, but there was another one they had. Yeah. But still, the bottom line is different cultures had gaming throughout the centuries, and it was a form of escapism. It was a form of finding a way outside of the normal everyday life or outside of any brutal reality. Sitting up here and putting crime dramas when you live in a crime-ridden area, for example, I live in Newark, New Jersey, not that far from the Big Apple, and I've seen crime left and right. As a matter of fact, a couple of blocks from me, somebody got killed. Half a block from me, someone got murdered. 5 blocks down, someone got raped. You think I want to sit up here and play that mess in the damn game 24/7? I don't think so. Playing as an Italian Palmer saving a princess, you mock that. Okay, but you would rather sit up here and see blood, guts, gore on the streets, and a bunch of people sitting up here and cheering for that mess? Look, that is boring as hell. You see that on the nightly news. Fine, once in a while, you can play a game that's gritty. But if that's all you care about and that's all you want to see, trust me, you're going to get bored after a while. You're going to get very bored. It's going to leave you to the point where you're going to feel sick of even touching a controller. Now, touching on another point, okay, concerning how the 2DS, matter of fact, I'm just going to touch on these 2 points. The 2DS, you made a mockery of the 2DS because, what it looks like, what it is, etc. Makes no sense for the simple reason that you miss the fact that its target audience is children. The target audience is children. That thing is not for you. That thing is not for the average consumer. It is supposed to be Tonka truck tough, not break for nothing if they can help it, so that a parent can spend $130 for their child instead of $200. And then you want to sit up here and fuss over it? Dude, instead of fussing over something you don't want to buy for yourself, move on. How about that? As a father and grandfather, I've bought stuff for my kids. I bought stuff for grandkids, okay? So, you know what, dude? Like I said, when that little Tonka truck version of the 3DS, known as the 2DS, come out, I'm getting it for my granddaughter. That's right. And I'm not going to sit up there and laugh at it because that's kind of dumb to laugh at something electronic that's not meant for you. If you're not the target audience, oh well. You know what I'm saying? It's like people that mock me. Wii Fit, for example. Dude, not for nothing, I'm a chunky dude. I'm chunky and I'm big and, whatever, kind of hefty. You know what I'm saying? I could use a Wii Fit. Don't like it, but I could use it. See what I'm saying? I'm not going to walk around here chest all puffed out, mocking every single thing, because you know what? That doesn't get your point across, man. The only thing you do, like I said, is just cater to those that like buffoonery, cater to those that like to sit up here and troll. And that's what you just did. You just trolled a company. You're looking for clicks and responses, and yes, I am addressing you directly, sir. Enough's enough, dude. It's ridiculous. Your fanboy is showing. And let me tell you something right now, dude. Before you start going and saying, oh no, this and that, Quan, shots fired, I'm a PlayStation fan too. Okay? PlayStation 3 is right over there. Old PlayStation 2 titles all over the place. PlayStation 1 titles over there. Yeah, I play them. Don't get to too often. Disabled vet, my hands act up, so I have to take a break even from typing. I use speech to text sometimes. That's why I got typos. But the bottom line is I'm a gamer of all types of platforms. The only one I don't touch is Microsoft as far as their consoles. Now, games for Windows, I do that. Why? Trackball, ergonomic. Be able to play the games with no problem. Ergonomic keyboard, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Could even use the 360 controller on my PC. So what was the point of me getting the Xbox 360? Now, you touched on the point about how, oh, well, you know, Nintendo went meh because of the hardware setup of the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Let me point something out to you. By them going x86 and imitating computers, what exactly separates them from a computer? If you have a computer in your house, you're getting multiplats on those two consoles that are on your computer, but your computer does it better. What is the point of getting an Xbox One? What is the point of getting a PlayStation 4? Exactly. Unless you're so interested in Knack or Infamous Second Son or Rise or stuff like that, there is no reason. None. And if those end up somehow in one reason, one shape, one form, or another coming to PC, well, there goes the reason to get those consoles. Nintendo, on the other hand, has a whole bunch of first-party and second-party IPs that they can go in their back catalog, pull out the bank that they got of $10 billion and say, you know what? Screw it. Let's make this game, and let's put it and get it done. And guess what? They will make money. Look at the top grossing games that you've seen that were first-party, mind you. And whose were they? Now, third party you can't count because think about it. It's spread across how many consoles and platforms? Okay? You got Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo. Then you got iOS and Android, different forms of the same games, odds are. So if you try to sit up here and compare third party to first party, no contest though when it comes to sales on Nintendo's first party. They bank. This is why they're not in the red. This is why they're not selling buildings. This is exactly why they don't find themselves sitting up here and chucking off whole divisions. That's right, Sony and the little cell phone division that they had, bye-bye. Microsoft didn't even know how to design hardware properly in their second iteration, and what happened? Red ring of death all over the place. And now they're overclocking stuff, even though it's to a minor degree. Well, you know what? Thermal dissipation better be on point. Because if it isn't, Red ring of death 2.0, and I don't care what Richard Review Tech or you say. A+ network person certified here, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you right now, they're using an APU. These things, at times, if there's not enough circulation to overheat, no different than a laptop, especially if they keep that sucker confined inside there, inside a little tiny case. They're adding memory, they're adding this, they're adding that, they're adding whatever. You got it around kids, it can collect dust, and guess what? Overheating. They want to overclock it? Oh well, have fun. And then on top of that, Microsoft is using 3 OSs. So that means that if there's any type of bug, vulnerability, or anything like it, any of those 3 OSs, you're going to go through some hell. Not just 1, 3. I mean, the list goes on. You're acting like these companies are infallible. Even Nintendo can fail. Yes, that's right. I said it. Nintendo can fail. But here's my question to you. When the PS3 came out and it first came out, it was $600. Cost a lot of money compared to what it should have cost. On top of that, had no, it was buggy in the firmware. On top of that, it had hardly any games out. Where is that console now in the market? Similar thing to the 3DS on the Nintendo side of things. Thing was overpriced, didn't hardly have any games, etc. and whatnot. And what happened? Any company can turn around a fiasco. Even Microsoft with the Red Ring of Death came back from a death knell. So please, do yourself a favor And don't act like a company, whoever it may be, is going to end up dead in the water. Because trust me, they are not going to sit up here and leave themselves to the wayside if they got investors waiting on them and money to make. Especially not Nintendo, who's been around since the 1800s. Yes, 1800s, making Hanafuda cards. Yeah, they're going anywhere anytime soon with 10 billion in the bank. Yeah, right. So I just had to put that out there. I mean, for real, dude. I mean, yeah, it's nice that you like to live in a world of hyperbole and exaggerate everything to get everybody clicking. But you know what? Forget that noise. Not happening here, buddy. You don't got me like that. If I buy a PlayStation 4, it ain't gonna, there's shots fired anywhere. So, yeah. All I gotta say, dude, I tip my hat off to you. You got skill as far as like talking and motivating people. But as far as the accuracy of your statements, dude, you're missing the mark. I suggest you go back and, you know, retrace your aim before you start shooting another shot. Okay? Just thought I'd pass that little helpful advice to you. Anywho, so the bottom line is, guys, none of the big three are really going anywhere if they got enough sense. This is why you see stuff like depending on, you know, the indies. This is why you see them scaling back on third party as much. This is why you see second party and first party efforts being pushed more. Because they know if they depend on third party too much, what happened to the Atari/Infogrames? Huh? THQs? Huh? Third party's infallible? Really? I don't know what industry you're looking at because it's not gaming. Well, I'm done because I really have nothing more to say on this subject because, quite honestly, I just can't believe what I saw. And yeah, that's right. I said it. I don't care. I'm not taking it back either. All right? I don't care who get mad at me. You guys want to sit up here and bounce on subs? Go for it. If you want to sub me because I said something, you can do that too. Remember, I'm a multi-plat gamer. I'm not going to sit up here and listen to somebody try to sway my opinion with sheer hyperbole, exaggeration, etc., just for clicks. Come on, dude. Seriously, you're better than that, aren't you? I hope. Anyway, people, I'm done with talking about this guy. I'm done with talking about this situation, at least for now. It's been real. Quan, out of here. And as usual, whatever's clever, my people.